What's up, y'all? Got a banger from the Man Guide. Let's get straight into it.
Guys, I mean, seriously, can we please debunk this myth that a lot of women are going out on dates with men they're not even the slightest bit interested in just to get a free meal? Like, you guys really think we are that hard-pressed for a steak dinner that
y'all are
to fake the funk, to hustle it out of you?
I can debunk this myth. You ready? Plenty of articles. Ready? No, that doesn't help. Let's try another one.
Right, that one.
No. Let's try another one. Do it.
I called a foodie call. Have you guys ever heard of the foodie call? I've never heard of that.
Let's try. Oh, it seems like, right, how can I debunk this? Maybe TikTok will have some ideas.
My boyfriend and I were talking a little while ago about the concept of what a foodie call is, and he was like, what is a foodie call? And I was like, it's like a booty call, but for food.
So studies prove that 1 in 3 women go on dates just for food.
According to a new study, many women are choosing free meals over relationships. The study in the journal Social Psychology. So my guy...
I'm trying to debunk this myth, and it's not working. Why not? I'm Matthew for Channel 4 News, and I am with one random person from the street named Becky, and we're going to ask her a question. Becky, do women use men for food dates? No. There we have it. One person's opinion is an absolute fact. It does not happen. Complete myth. Thank you very much. Back to you in the studio. Now we've debunked that myth, let's take a train to Reality Town for a second. Fellas, there are women out there that will use you for a foodie date. I've got friends that actually brag about this.
That's wild to me.
Psst. If you're scrolling through TikTok right now, instead of doing something you're supposed to be doing,
she belongs to the streets.
Just add me as a friend.
Would you ever date a woman that's a nurse?
Nurses are known to be the biggest cheaters. They're sleeping with other nurses, men nurses. They're sleeping with the doctors.
Nurses are brutal to deal with. Hairdressers, psychologists, people, women that are in masculine, typical, not in masculine roles, but like masculine roles in their workplace where they have to make a lot of decisions. Hairdressers, nurses, psychologists, therapists, bro, avoid them.
Love them some doctors. If your girl is a nurse and she has a hot doctor that she works with, chances are them late hours, they getting their freak on. He's on the side of the nursing bed while you waiting for her at home.
Why is everyone so fucking stupid? Why aren't more people intelligent, like me?
You know what I love? Oh my god. Sorry. I just love a good roast beef sandwich, especially Harvey.
Honey, we all know what you're doing. Just the shamelessness and being a slug. That's what I'm gonna call him. Just just being just a sluss. Like, come on.
I would say mentally I am not well. Physically, also no. Spiritually,
should have stayed with your man.
No.
Oh, got your bitches. Notice how there's nothing in my hand? You lonely fucker.
Shut up, my ex! Because if we were still together, I wouldn't be living my best life. Listen, worldwide.
What is even going on? Here we go. Is this woman out here kicking kids? This little kid just tried to step. He ain't kick you. He got the little toe mater Crocs on in sports mode, by the way.
I'm 11 years old. You're 80. They're alive.
If you couldn't hear what the kid said, he said, "I'm 11 years old. You're 80. Get a life." This just proves that modern women grow old, but they never grow up. You used to be able to reverse...
That's well said. They do grow old, but they never grow up.
...and respect the elders because they were respectable. Now, these feminists of the 60s who were bedwenches are the elders, and it's just going to get worse.
Mm-hmm.
The hag is lucky he didn't step on her leg, but these feminists are so entitled and used to having extra rights that any simple form of decency is an inconvenience to them.
Heard the expression, the longer I stay single, the more selective I become.
Yikes.
This is a fucking fact. And the reason why is because the longer you stay single and genuinely enjoy your vibe.
Is that what we're going to call it? Enjoying your vibe? You mean the more pen that runs through your guts? That's what you should be saying, because that's what it is. The more of the hot dog carousel that you're riding, the more that you're getting ran through in the modern market, the modern dating market, that's what we should be saying.
You know, up your standards. You're doing things to take care of yourself.
Right. Not you talking like all this with a damn bob.
Living your life. You're actually loving life. That becomes your new standard, okay? There's a lot of shit you're not going to go for. There's a lot of shit you're not going to tolerate, and a lot of shit you're not going to put up with because you don't need to. You're literally doing everything for yourself and enjoying your life. Why
I love to hear women just make a whole lot of sense, man. I absolutely love it.
You lower the bar and lower your standards for someone to come in and start stressing you and adding chaos to your life? No, thank you.
Attractive women in America have the best of both worlds when it comes to being quote unquote.
That is absolutely wild to me. She is not all that in a bag of chips, and she acting like she is the one.
Women,
honey, you are not Neo.
Around.
What? Bro, make this make sense. I broke up with him and I regretted it. Like, why'd you break up with him then? Are you stupid?
If you can't read the text, it says, "Me when I broke up with him and regretted it the moment I did it." The crazy thing is that she looks so young, yet she's getting emotionally wrecked by being used. She has at least 60 years of this.
What is one thing that you've never told your ex?
Our trainer. Like, I had a trainer and he was training me for a while. Like, I met him at my...
Bro, this looked like this girl could fit a whole apple in her mouth.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Apartments, like, we were both doing laundry at the same time, and he, like, propositioned me one day. He was like, can I give you a massage because you're so tired from training, right? And I was like, okay, but we ended up... And it was, like, at me and my ex's house. So that's really f***ed up, you know? But, like, yeah, I used to... And I... for, like, a year. Yeah, I'm gonna get in trouble for that one when he sees this, but yeah, for like a year, and I even when I moved, he like came to see me. So yeah, for like a year.
So your ex had no idea you were cheating on him?
I wasn't
She
cheating.
belongs to the
Like,
streets.
we had an open relationship, and then we broke up. So it's like, through the
This is why these open relationships never work, man. I've known people that do the open, like, we're in an open relationship, we're poly. Now, y'all are probably gonna break up is what it is. Poly relationships don't work. Polyamory doesn't work because a lot of these people don't understand. Like, this should be the face of polyamory right here. Nobody understands what these relationships are. They haven't done the work. They're just like, oh, if I want to buck you and I want to buck other people, we're in an open relationship. Cool. Like, no, that's just called being for the streets.
She belongs to the streets. Relationship part, but he didn't know that I was him. I wasn't supposed to any of our friends or anybody that we both knew. So that was the bad part.
How do you think he would feel?
Really upset. He'd be really upset. I feel like he'd be sad, but like he's done too. So I'll just be like, hey, like, remember that? Like, this is that. It's the same thing.
Was he better at being a personal trainer or better at...
Better. He's a horrible trainer.
Horrible trainer. Okay. All right.
She belongs to the streets.
Yes.
And that's why you don't hire male trainers for your
Good Lord.
Out to go get
Good Lord. It's just unbelievable to me.
drinks with me.
Let this man buck him for a straight year. He was at Buckhead University for a straight year in her guts.
I decided to make a Tinder profile and seek validation.
Brenda the Big Back.
From men who I don't know, and then I asked somebody out to go get.
Okay, well, that makes a big difference. I'm still trying to get to that point. Born and raised. Do you miss Boston? Super spontaneous question. Any chance you want to grab a drink tonight? Yes, love that you asked. Shoot me your number, please. If you don't mind, I prefer not giving people my number until at least after I meet them. Safety reasons. Okay, you're real though. Yes. Okay, do you prefer cocktails, beer, or wine? Do you have a place in mind? There's a ton of bars by me.
Drinks with me. It worked out, I guess. It was time to get dolled up, but honestly, it was for myself, and then my highlighter decided to yeet. I started getting overwhelmed while I was getting ready, so I did some breathing exercises to calm myself down. My hair is at the point where my bangs are a little...
What is this? What is that down there? Is that your belly? Good God.
A little too long to be fringe bangs, and I don't quite know how to style it. I'm really not too sure what look I want to go for anymore, but I think this works out. I don't know. I decided to wear a graphic tee out and just tie it up, and this asymmetrical skirt that I was super nervous to wear because
Chung, 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 chung. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, fit
It's
check.
too much black. Black boots, black skirt, black shirt, black jacket. It's like, switch it up a little bit. Wear a white shirt with that. I'm not a fashion guru. Well, I mean, look at me. I'm over here wearing black on black. But that's just too much for a date. You look like you're going to a funeral. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday Adams looking ass.
My fupa is showing. I haven't worn these boots since living in
Did
Boston.
she say her fupa is showing? Her fat upper area?
And I'm excited to take them out again, and this is what I look like without the jacket. All right, bye-bye.
Put the jacket back on.
In the video description, she wrote, "Damn, I'm 30 and single again, y'all." You don't say. Who would have thought this female who has Eater in her profile name would still be single at 30? And this just goes to...
Wandering Boston Eater. Eater has such a negative connotation. It's not a good thing to be an eater, honey.
prove that females live life on easy mode.
They really
If
do.
you look at her pics on her dating app that she showed of herself, she was kind of catfishing them because she was using the most flattering angle as possible to hide her beer gut. Because in the video,
The
when
ones
she
where
was
they're
putting
like,
on makeup, not even the baggy clothes.
What I always say, bro, is if it's neck up photos only, if it's only neck up photos, oh no, buddy boy. Oh no. You better know, man, that she is catfishing your ass.
This story just took a crazy turn. Remember the punt god from San Diego State who was drafted by the Bills and punted the ball 82 yards in a preseason game?
No.
Well, for reasons I can't say here on TikTok, Matt Araiza was released from the Bills after certain accusations about him at a college party came out last August. I outlined the full scope and timeline of these allegations in the newsletter I dropped today linked in my bio. Now, at the time, these accusations involving Araiza and two of his college teammates were so disturbing that the Bills released him after taking him in the 6th round that same year, before he ever had the chance to take a regular season snap. But now it's come out that these accusations that destroyed Araiza's career were completely false. Now, before we go any further here, I want to echo a sentiment shared by fellow creator Bladen Kirk, and say that we should always err on the side of victims in cases like this, as to not discourage other victims from sharing their story. But in this case, it's come out that Araiza wasn't even at the party at the time that the once alleged incident took place, which leaves us with just one question. Is Matt Araiza's career still over? Well, his attorney says that several teams have been in contact with the once highly touted punting prospect, but as of right now, Araiza remains unsigned. But if the NFL has shown us anything, it's that they don't have a problem signing people who have actually been convicted of crimes, so I'm sure Araiza will find his way back on our roster sometime soon.
Bro, that is wild to me. But this is what happens. This is why if you have kids and you have a son, you got to make sure he's real careful with the girls he messes with, because a girl could just flip like that. She goes to the cops, says, he R-worded me, and they're going to lock your son up so fast. That's why it's so scary, dude. It's so scary these days, man. That's why I say go get a passport. Go to another country, because women here in the U.S., ooh, it's brutal out here, bro. It is absolutely brutal, because they will switch on you like a freaking dime, and they will lie, they will lie, they will lie, and then before you know it, your son is in jail because of it. Like, this is crazy to me. This is absolutely wild. I did not hear about this story until now.
Women can do anything they want. Simps supercharged. He doesn't.
What he did last year is not getting anywhere near the treatment that he got just a short year ago. Now, we all know the story, we all know the allegations, but this kid literally got cut from the Buffalo Bills after the story came out. Months later, we heard that no criminal charges were being prosecuted on the guy, and it wasn't until yesterday when we heard exactly why no criminal or civil charges were going to be placed.
It was a lie.
Why, you might ask? Because he wasn't even there. He was not even there. This was according to Discovery. He was gone by 12:30. 12:30 a.m.
Bro, he better sue her for defamation and say, hey, you know what? Since you ruined my entire NFL career, I better be getting some compensation since you badmouthed me this entire time. Like, that's brutal, bro.
Yo. But this female gets worse.
The woman that falsely accused Matt Araiza needs to be held accountable. I mean, not only did she tarnish his name, but she also tarnished his career, to which she seemed pretty happy about.
Matt getting cut from the team definitely was a boost for me. I was
really starting to feel hopeless.
And I'm sure he also felt hopeless after getting cut from a team after just being drafted as a punter.
Wish that he was never drafted.
And I guess I don't understand how his name was publicly tarnished while we still don't even know the name of hers. Because it's easy to hide behind a screen, but she needs to be held accountable.
You know, she knows she was lying, but she's still trying to ruin a man's life.
That's wild to me. But bro, this is why you got to vet these women. Let them meet your mama. But she just made this up straight up. This dude wasn't even at the party. She's like, oh, he did it. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. You really got to be careful out there in these streets right now. You better raise your son with a head on his shoulders, because, man, if you go out there and he messes with the wrong broad, before you know it, he going to be behind them bars with some handcuffs on his hands, and that is not going to be pretty, bro. Because nowadays, he got his reputation ruined by just false accusations. False. Completely false. But he's going to have a hard time getting back on the field just because those allegations are tied with his name now. Like, nowadays, you can just lie about it, and then it might as well be true. Like, look at, I think Kevin Spacey, didn't the same thing happen to him? Like, something big happened, and they said he did all this crazy stuff, and then it came out that all of it was not true, and now Hollywood won't hire him. All based off of just some gossip. That was all gossip, dude. It wasn't even reality. None of that stuff was even true. None of it was even true. But yet he still can't get a job out in Hollywood. It's crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy to me. That's why I'm glad, dude, I was born when I was born, because, like, nowadays, women just be making this stuff up and there's nothing you can do about it. There's absolutely not a dang thing you can do about it. But back in the day, this wasn't really a thing. This really wasn't. I mean, the Me Too movement came out, with Bill Cosby? But I think Bill Cosby did that shit. I don't know. What do y'all think? Do y'all think Bill Cosby did it? I really do think Bill Cosby did that. I don't know. It puts the pills in the pudding. Like, I don't know, man. He was slipping drinks. He was slipping some drinks, so it seems like I don't know. But then you think, would a man of Bill Cosby's stature at that time and how famous he was, would he really need to be slipping stuff in people's drinks? These women would sleep with him without him even trying. Like, what are we even talking about? Like, did he really? Unless he had a fetish of doing something with, like, somebody that was unconscious, which, I mean, I guess could be a thing. I don't know. I don't know enough about the situation, really. I just remember it happened a few years ago when, what's her name? Jane Font, what was her name? I can't remember her name. It's crazy, though. It's absolutely crazy. That's why I'm glad I ain't got to worry about that now. I ain't worried about none of that. I'm in a relationship. I'm good. You know, my girl's good. I ain't got to trip on none of that. Oh, my Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. It's crazy, though. I feel bad for this guy. And I didn't even know about this dude. I didn't even know about this story. But the big quote I took from this video is, women grow up, or they grow old, but they never grow up. That's why I say women are children, dude. They're so emotional. It's crazy to me. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.